This is science fiction, as you can see. People have been trying to create the next best type of plane ever since the Wright brothers made their first flight in 1903, and there are some pretty crazy designs out there. It is a straightforward design idea that will be used in the future. What the future will hold is fascinating to consider. Here are the 10 amazing future plane designs that amaze you. Number 10. A350H airliner. This concept jet truly takes the prize for looking like it was plopped into our laps from an ancient video game. The A350H airplane has a remarkable similarity to a dolphin. It also has the potential to be the future in aviation. I'm not saying that because the A350H airliner doesn't require a runway to take off, unlike many other aircraft in existence and those still in the idea stage. Nope, this baby flies and lands entirely vertically, implying that the days of spending hours on end on the tarmac with little hope of relief are over. Likewise, wouldn't be a futuristic aircraft if it ran on fuel. However, the A350H airplane will be fueled by cryogenic hydrogen stored in its high-pressure tanks rather than batteries. We're all in for a crazy ride if this jet manages to take off. Number 9. Seastol VLJ. All businesses, including Lufthansa, Boeing, and Airbus, can preserve the designs of their concept airplanes within the parameters of what appears realistic. People with Thomas Broder's talent have advanced their creations to the next stage and possibly even a few steps beyond. He's produced a concept plane called the Seastol VLJ that resembles an old computer mouse with wings. And even though it can seem foolish, it's much cooler. The Seastol, short for short takeoff and extremely light jet, is much more than simply an aircraft. The fact that it's a seaplane means it can take you almost anywhere. The small cabin can only hold a pilot and up to 8 passengers. But what makes it distinctive are the 2 skiffs underneath. There is more something like the Seastol VLJ than meets the eye, and just because it is a seaplane doesn't mean it can take off or land on the closest runway. This means that the Seastol VLJ is a future aircraft that is excellent in the air and the sea. Number 8. Synergy aircraft. The Synergy aircraft will be your favorite inclusion on this list since you can always tell when you and another person have good synergy. John McKinnon's created the unique, one-of-a-kind Synergy aircraft, which is reported to utilize only 10% as much fuel as a standard jet plane of the same size. With only room for 5 people in its cabin and a top speed of around 40 miles per hour, this is more of a personal ship that you could use to transport some pals between holiday homes. However, the patented twin-box tail structure used in the tail design makes this design unique. The only genuine question at hand is who will have the courage to board one of these little but mighty aircraft. Number 7. Monster Jumbo. We've all flown on a big jet, but one designer was able to take that idea and crank it up to 11. The award-winning software company Phil Pauley, known for its unconventional and occasionally strange digital solutions, developed this concept plane, affectionately known as the Monster Jumbo. Therefore, it should be obvious what their next big thing is. Well, big. Their Monster Jumbo is a dual-winged commercial airplane built with not 1, not 2, but 4 decks to cram as many passengers as humanly or perhaps even inhumanly possible. It can carry up to 1,500 passengers simultaneously and go halfway around the globe without refueling. And if it ever goes into production, this monster will be the largest airplane ever built. Number 6. Progress Eagle. It's difficult to understand what happens when you first see the Progress Eagle concept plane. Oscar Venels created advanced aircraft to bring in the next era of commercial air travel. Its 3 decks can accommodate up to 800 passengers simultaneously, roughly twice that of a typical yet well-liked Boeing 747. The Progress Eagle aims to live up to its name by being environmentally friendly with its 6 hydrogen fuel engines, rear electric wind turbines, and even solar panels because the future will be emission-free. Before we move on, support us by hitting subscribe and the bell icon to get notified when we post new videos. Now let's get back to our list. Number 5. Spruce Whale. We've already seen concept airplanes inspired by dolphins, sci-fi spacecraft, and even real aircraft. The Mad Spruce Whale concept plane aims to imitate a whale's shape, size, and appearance, while also adding wings. This idea was developed by Alundra, and it undoubtedly provides an original window into the aviation industry's future. Alundra claims that because of how far-fetched their concept is, neither the materials needed to build such a massive plane nor the requisite technologies are currently in existence. Allender won't be around to witness the Spruce Whale's realization, even if it occurs. It will capture wind energy using an energy converter module located on the back of the aircraft, making it even crazier. The more output it produces, the higher and farther it flies. Once more, it will be long after we're gone that the Spruce Whale is made. Number 4. AS2 Supersonic Private Jet. Who among you remembers the Concorde, a supersonic aircraft that flew swiftly and transported passengers from New York City to London in less than 3 hours? While the Concorde might have been retired in 2003, known as the AS-2 of the son of Concorde, this ideal aircraft is a private supersonic jet that will allow you to have breakfast in New York and lunch in London on the same day. While it might seem a bit too good to be true, Airbus and ArianeCorp has reportedly already secured their first customer back in 2015. The AS-2 will cost $120 million to produce when it goes into production, and 20 of them have already been ordered, which is kind of crazy. Number 3. The Boom. A small business in Colorado is working with Virgin Atlantic to develop its Boom supersonic commercial jet. With a top speed of Mach 2.2, this design outperforms the original Concorde, cutting the transatlantic trip's time by about 30 minutes and providing a faster route around the globe. What will it cost to get anything like that? The Boom airplane has a $2 billion price tag to build, assuming they do decide to go through with it. However, a one-way ticket will cost about $5,000, making it affordable for the elite tier of business society. The idea of packing regular people back into a supersonic commercial airliner's cabin, though, would be incredible if they succeeded. Number 2. Airbus A321XLR. The people at Airbus are true experts in producing high-quality aircraft. They debuted their A321XLR at the Paris Air Show in 2019, stating that it can fly with a range of 5,500 miles, far surpassing the capabilities of its forerunners. They can do this because the idea includes a third gasoline tank, enabling the XLR to travel for up to 10 hours without needing to stop and replenish, while reducing their fuel use per seat by roughly 30%. Not bad. For commercial airlines wanting to reduce costs while increasing efficiency, the A321XLR concept will be the ideal addition. Number 1. Spaceliner. Space is the place. Firms have promised commercial space missions for a lifetime, and now even billionaires appear to be joining the space race. However, a German business is working to make space travel more realistic. While you won't be flying to the moon for a vacation, you may expect to travel at 25 times the speed of sound from London to San Francisco or Paris to Melbourne in less than an hour. The Spaceliner concept calls for 11 rockets to launch the craft into orbit, 9 of which are for the vertical booster stage and only 2 for the passenger stage as it circles the Earth. Once those 9 boosters begin to fire, the passenger craft separates from the booster rockets and flies completely autonomously, so you won't see a surge in new pilots joining NASA's space program soon. What goes up must also come down, and the spaceship will soar to nearly 50 miles. To make its Spaceliner run on liquid oxygen and liquid hydrogen propellants, the brilliant people over at SART strive to ensure that the only pollutants it leaves in its wake are water vapor. You can guarantee that something as futuristic as this will be less environmentally friendly than it is. Alright everyone, that's all I have for you for today. Let us know your opinion about the crafts in the comments section below. Do not forget to subscribe to our YouTube channel. Stay safe, and we will be back soon with another video.